Massive news yesterday coming out of your particular company. USADA and UFC will end their partnership after the 2023 year. Now, I did not know much about this, but in the NFL, I think we have like Clear Sport or Clean Sport is the company that does all the drug testing for the NFL. There are other companies that do this aside from USADA. Is that where you're about to explore next? And what led to this decision for you guys to kind of separate? Because the internet want bananas to this announcement, but it doesn't feel like this is that big of a deal to me, knowing that there's other drug testing companies.
Well, let me just start with this. It wasn't an announcement. It was a dirty move by them.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. There was no announcement yesterday. That was straight up scumbagism. What happened yesterday?
Okay. USADA. All right. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
So that will all be addressed today. Not by me. I'll let Nowitzki and our lawyer Hunter Campbell handle that. But yeah,
not happy about it.
The you-know-what is about to hit the fan on that one.
Okay, so the shit is about to hit the fan over there.
If Conor McGregor doesn't exist, does the relationship between USADA and the UFC continue past this year?
You know, look, I don't want to say, one star, changed the whole anti-doping program. So it's kind of an impossible question to answer, and predict, the future on something like that. But what's crystal clear is in May, you look at statements by UFC leadership in late April, one of they talk about how great the program is and how great we are. And they say one of the reasons they hired us was because we don't have an interest in the business outcome, that our focus as an independent organization is to uphold the clean sport rules. I mean, that's a direct quote from one of the highest ranking people and who runs the program. We only care about clean sport and don't care about the success of UFC revenue wise and business wise. That's a quote from an article that ran in late April of this very year. That same sentiment was echoed in our May meeting, and it wasn't until I was crystal clear that if they fight him within the 6 months, that was going to be a deal breaker to our relationship. And, a month or so later, that ended up them saying they wanted to go a different direction. So it's pretty clear. The dots are pretty easy to connect if you're aware of them. Listen, it was not an easy decision to get involved when we made that decision 8 years ago, but the only reason we did it, and literally we had a very, just tense and debated discussion at our board about it when the opportunity presented itself. And the sole reason we did it is because we had a number of athletes, literally, who were in the sport and some who had just left, who were begging us to get involved. And so if athletes want us in whatever sport and they have the power and the influence to be able to get that done, we're going to do our best not to leave athletes who want a good program that protects their rights and their health and their safety. We're going to do everything possible not to leave them, hanging in the balance.
Are we back? Much has been made of this USADA pool. Are we back in finally? Because that's when the clock starts to the comeback, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not rushing nothing, right? So there's hurdles and whatnot, but we're in contact, we're in constant communication, and there's an interview scheduled and a meeting happened, and then it will be official.
Okay.
So, but the 6 month thing is not what they had said was.
Oh, you motherfuckers are on steroids.
2 clean tests.
Yeah.
Steroids? What are you talking about? Steroids? Don't be putting my name in steroids. I'm major against that. Don't put my name in the name of steroids.
And off I go. So that's why I'm not. I assume it won't be too long.
The next day.
Oh, USADA, you came and you gave without taking, but I sent you away. Oh, USADA, you're in the bin, yeah, you're for it.
Stop. You can call me Mystic Mike because I predict these things.